News, y'all. Josh Kelly has been offered to fight Boots in October. Eddie Hearn has confirmed in an interview with IFL TV that they have offered Josh Kelly to fight Jaron Boots Ennis in a potential WBO eliminator in October. An opponent for Boots will be announced this week with discussions continuing. I am extremely disappointed in Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis is my favorite fighter right now, but unlike you biased ass boxing fans, I hold my favorite fighters accountable. Boots. We heard Turkey Al-Sheik go on the Boxing Voice, salute the Nestor Gibbs, salute the Two-Tone, the superstar. And Turkey Al-Sheik said out of his mouth that you asked him for a tune-up fight. Turkey Al-Sheik isn't in the business of giving niggas tune-up fights, bro. Now, he did give Terrence Crawford a tune-up fight with Madrimov, who only had, I think, like 11 fights at the time when he fought Crawford. But he didn't want to give Boots a tune-up fight, right? And it turns out that was true because Josh Kelly is a tune-up fight for Jaron Boots Ennis, right? Now, Josh Kelly is a solid fighter at 154, but let's be honest, bro. Josh Kelly got knocked out by David Avanesian in the 6th round back in 2021, and he also had a draw with Ray Robinson, right? So, Josh Kelly is not a top prospect at 154, but he is one of Turkey Al-Sheik's favorite fighters, so there is a possibility that this fight happens on the Turkey Al-Sheik card now that Boots is fighting one of his favorite fighters. But, I mean, Boots, come on, bro. We were supposed to get Boots versus Brian Norman Jr. at 147 pounds. Boots, he beat Stanionis. He stopped him, made Stanionis his corner throwing the towel. Brian Norman Jr. went to Japan. He brutally knocked out Jin Sasaki. And out of nowhere, Boots just came out and basically said that his doctors basically told him that if he continues to fight at 147, he's basically going to be a shell of himself and he's not going to be his full potential in that ring. So Boots decided to move up to 154 pounds. Now, remember, when there were discussions about Boots moving up to 154 to fight Terrence Crawford, Boots and Eddie Hearn came out and said that at that point in time, Boots was focusing on unifying the 147-pound division, right? So you got Mario Barrios, who has a belt, and you got Brian Norman Jr., who has a belt. All of a sudden, you can't make 147 no more. You're going up to 154. So you go up to 154, and out of all the people that you can fight, you're going to fight Josh Kelly. I mean, come on, bruh. Like, I'd much rather see Boots get in there with a guy like Serhii Bohachuk. Serhii Bohachuk, in my opinion, he beat Virgil Ortiz. He had a very close fight with Virgil Ortiz. He dropped Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz ended up winning that fight by majority decision. I think that the judges were blind. They don't know boxing because Virgil lost that fight, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Bohachuk beat Virgil, right? Now, we all want to see Jaron Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. Now, we know that Boots has turned down the Virgil Ortiz fight before, but Virgil Ortiz has also turned down a fight with Boots before. Remember, the second time when Boots, basically said he wanted to fight Virgil, Virgil's team said that Virgil had a hand injury and they didn't want to rush coming back from the hand injury and getting in there with Boots, right? So, if you're not going to fight Virgil, why not fight the guy that a lot of people like myself think beat Virgil? Why not fight Serhii Bohachuk? You understand what I'm saying? He arguably beat Virgil, right? Another fight I would have liked to see with Jaron Boots Ennis is Israel Madrimov. He had a very close fight with Terrence Crawford. I think that Israel Madrimov beat Terrence Crawford. Why not fight your nemesis that he had a close fight with? You understand what I'm saying? You chose not to fight Israel Madrimov. Another person that Boots could have fought is Bakram. But guess what, y'all? According to Eddie Hearn, Bakram turned down a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. So shout out to Jaron Boots Ennis on that. The fact that he was willing to fight Bakram, you gotta give respect to Boots for that, man. According to Eddie Hearn, Bakram wanted no smoke with Jaron Boots Ennis, man. So listen, man, after this fight with Josh Kelly, no more excuses, bro. After this tune-up fight, bro, I want to see Boots fight Virgil or Sebastian Fundora. no excuses, bro. Either or, bro. If Boots ends up fighting somebody like Keith Thurman, or if Boots ends up fighting somebody like Tim Tszyu, I'm done with Boots, bro. I'm just not going to support him no more because I'm hearing too many rumors of Boots ducking top tier competition in his weight classes, bro. Remember, we were saying that Brian Norman Jr. ducked Jaron Boots Ennis. According to Eddie Hearn, Norman Jr. was offered a Boots fight before he decided to take that fight with Jinsen Sasuke. He turned down the Boots fight and wanted to go to Japan because apparently he was going to get paid more. So, you know, we was rocking with Boots on that. But once he went over there and got the job done and now it's time to make the super fight, you move up to a new division just to fight another person that nobody wants to see you fight, man. So, Boots, you got to get it together, man. I'm definitely expecting Boots to make a statement against Josh Kelly. I got Jaron Boots Ennis winning this fight by KO because I'm not going to lie, man. If you guys follow Boots on Instagram, Jaron Boots Ennis, he definitely looks like he couldn't make 147 no more because he looks way more stronger and powerful now that he's moved up to a new weight class, man. Boots is looking like a tank right now, man. So I'm expecting a brutal early KO. I would say in less than 7 rounds, I got Boots stopping Josh Kelly. And then hopefully we can get Boots versus Virgil or Sebastian Fundora next, man. So let me know what you guys think about this. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment. I'm out.